Hey, I'm Johnny, out here on this beautiful day. I'm on the rail trail just outside of our Dilworth location. I'm getting ready to ride down to Knox for a ride. I just want to make sure that I have everything in great shape to make sure I enjoy myself today. One of the most important things that I see people miss before they get out on the trail is a bicycle safety check. One way to not miss anything during your bicycle safety check is to start at the front of the bike and work your way backwards. So some of the most critical things on your bike, your wheels. We need to make sure that these are up to the proper tire pressure. The more you do this, the more you're going to realize what that feels like. A good thing to have with you at the trailhead is a pump, just in case you get there and your tires are a little low on air. I usually do it just with the palm of my hand at trailside. Give it a push. Once you do this a couple times, you really get used to the feel of it. You'll get to notice if it's too low, and then you can make adjustments while you're still near your car, and hopefully you've brought your pump with you. The next thing we're going to check is basically if it's tight. So I like to grab my front wheel and wiggle it back and forth. I want to make sure that there's actually no movement in this general area where the hub is. The next thing that I want to check is my front brake. Very critical. Brakes on bikes, incredibly important. So what I do is I just pull my front lever, give the bike a push back and forth, make sure that it's actually gripping, and I can grab the front wheel and I can actually push against it and make sure that they're got a good amount of bite on. While we're checking that front brake, we can actually check to make sure that our headset's nice and tight. So basically hold the front brake, and I put my hand here just right at the top of my steer tube, and just give it a wiggle back and forth. I want to make sure that I don't feel any play in there. Next thing, I like to put my front wheel between my knees, just give my handlebars a twist side to side, make sure that they're tight and they're not going to turn on me while I'm going up or down the hill. Next thing, I want to check my cranks, make sure everything's feeling tight on there, and that my pedals feel tight as well. Really easy way to do it, I'll put my foot on one side here, and I'll push. At this point, I'm listening for any creaks, anything that sounds out of the normal knocks. Make sure that everything feels snug and tight. You can grab the other pedal, just make sure that that is on there tight, there's no play. All right, now we're just moving on to the back of the bike here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab rear brake. Make sure that that rear wheel is locking up. It's nice and snug and tight. And it's actually going to stop me on the way down the hill. I'm going to grab the rear tire, or the rear wheel again. Give it a wiggle side to side. Make sure that there's no abnormal play in there. And just like on the front wheel of the bike, we want to make sure that our tire pressure is feeling good on the back. So again, I use my palm on top and I'm just pushing down on the tire. One really nice thing about this Specialized bike is it actually has a tool built into the bike. So if you're going through any of the stuff on your bike, your front wheel feels loose or your back wheel, or you start to feel some play in any of these pivots in here, you can actually just pop this out, take it out of the top. I've got my multi-tool with me, so I'm able to do any adjustments on the bike with this tool. Ideally, it's probably not something I want to use at home all the time because it is quite a small tool, but trail side, this can save you in a really big pinch. Last thing that you don't want to leave the trailhead without is your flat repair kit. So this is going to have all of your essentials. Stay tuned to one of our next coming up reels. We're going to show you everything that you should have in that kit.